JetBrains have announced a new LLM for their coding assistant. Now, this is a proprietary LLM specifically designed for coding. It's for the JetBrains AI assistant, which is a paid coding assistant. There's no free version, unfortunately, but there is a free trial. Now, a while back, I made a video about the AI assistant, and unfortunately, it didn't perform that well. If you've not seen the AI assistant in action, make sure you check out that video. But since then, it's likely improved incrementally, and we'll have a quick look at that shortly. Now, the new model is called Mellum. I'm not entirely sure where they got that name from. Looking at the meaning, it seems to be an Aboriginal word for volcano, a township name, a Norwegian surname. I'm really not sure why they picked that name, but anyway, it seems pretty unique. Now, I don't have access to Mellum, and you probably don't either, although that depends on when you're watching this video, but you can sign up for their early access program and join their waitlist. And note that although the AI assistant normally requires a paid subscription, you don't actually need a paid subscription to join the early access program. By the way, on this channel, I have reviewed numerous AI coding assistants and lots of other tech coding AI and other industry news. So if you don't want to be the last to know about important developments, make sure you do subscribe. It's really appreciated. All right, so coming back to Mellum, they mention here that there are already lots and lots of LLMs. Well, of course, every product or company that you look at now seems to have their own LLMs for specialized tasks. They talk here about the fact that they're creating a smaller, more optimized model to reduce latency, meaning that developers get their suggestions much more quickly. And although AI Assistant can choose from many models, including their own existing models and OpenAI models, Mellum is faster. Now, JetBrains AI Assistant can call out to multiple models, picking the best one for the given request. And the best one sometimes might be the one that gives the best suggestion or the one that's the most cost effective. Remember, a lot of this kind of technology is very expensive to run. And in this case, Mellum appears to be more efficient than many of the third-party models that they're currently using. And if we go on to look at some of the performance claims, you can see here that they say that completion latency has been reduced to 1/3 of the previous time, which is a significant improvement. The acceptance rate when you accept some of its suggestions is around 40%, which is comparable to the industry. The cancel rate is now 3 to 4 times lower compared to the previous version, and the total number of completion shown has more than doubled. They say that Mellum's performance is backed up by user reviews, but there's only one user review here, and there's pretty limited information about it. They do refer to this blog post on their site, but I believe that this blog post is talking about improvements to the AI assistant up and until Mellum, not including the Mellum changes, and it's dated October the 4th. So if we scroll down and have a look, they show some charts of the performance, and you can see here the accept rate has been gradually and incrementally improving, and the explicit cancel rate has declined slightly. They talk about some of the issues with cloud-based AI code completion, so you can take a look at that, and then they talk about what they've done to improve things, and they talk about what is pretty much a complete rewrite, having a new pipeline and new in-house LLMs, and I think this Mellum announcement is just more on top of this. And if you look here, they show some of the improvements that they've made of late, so you get highlighted text instead of a big block of grey text. You get more concise suggestions from the in-house LLMs. You have the fact that the suggestions are now triggered when you're typing rather than pressing enter, and they've done some rework around how these suggestions are presented in the UX. And in terms of performance, remember this is prior to Mellum, you can see that there are improvements in the new cloud acceptance rate. So you can see that compared to the old cloud acceptance rate there. So that seems like quite a market improvement. Users explicitly cancel the new cloud completion much less often than before. And looking at latency, again, you can see quite major improvements. So it looks pretty good given the claims, but it does seem like a natural evolution given that they were already training their own models anyway, and it doesn't seem like a complete radical transformation, but until we get to try it, we won't know. Now, looking over this Reddit post, you can see people discussing it, and some of it isn't overly positive. You've got somebody here that mentions, I don't see how this product could ever succeed. I'm not paying for a million different LLMs, and I'm the type of person to use this. I probably use LLMs outside of just code suggestion. Now, as part of some research that I'm doing for another video on Cursor AI and the competitive landscape of AI coding assistants, I've been collecting some data, and hopefully I'll report back fairly soon, so make sure you look out for that on this channel by subscribing. Now, just looking at what I use day to day, I have access to Cursor AI, I have access to GitHub Copilot, the paid version, and I have a ChatGPT paid account. And out of all of these tools, the one that I end up using the most and probably get the most value from is ChatGPT. So I'm really keen to understand that if you are a developer, which of these AI coding assistants are you using, if any, and do you pay for access to any of these AI tools or considering signing up to one of their subscriptions? Let me know in the comments below, and thank you for watching.